Well, hello there. Today we are gonna just check the tier list once again. It's we are gonna improve Augusta. Yep. So and also this tier list is completely about DPS and also damage out. I'm gonna rank. All the standard characters and all that stuff. But I have literally tested all the characters, so I guess this ranking will be legit. Yeah, because yes, I have tested all the characters DPS. That means there will be no wrong, I guess. Right now I know all the damages of all the characters, how much they do. So we are checking all of that, and also overall damage of a resonator, and also how good they are as a DPS characters and also sub DPS characters. We are gonna consider everything all in one, including DPS and all the stuffs. We are not gonna see all that. Do they need sword or FTP friendly? Nope, we are not seeing that because this is focused on completely how strong they are, and I already tested all the DPS. You can watch that in my previous video. I basically made it 3 parts of that. So this is gonna be completely tier list ranking without any mistakes, I hope. So without wasting time, let's just begin. So we are gonna rank patch wise, release wise. Yes, first it will be Jian and Inulin, then Jinxi, then Changli, of course, like that. I need to change a little bit. We are gonna add a row above. That will be SS. That means that's the top class that you can go. And S means they are really good. Or you can say this is tier 0, this is 0.5, and this is tier 1, 2, 3, 4. This is basically dog shit for me because I'm not gonna give this place except for some shits, of course. So the first one is Jian. After, I mean, I will say one thing. I tested Jian's DPS, and yeah, he is great. But if we take him as alone, he is not that great in single boss fights. Yeah, he is way better on Viva. Yep. And also he has great synergy with Frolova. Yeah, that team literally feels illegal to play because the damage in that the team deals is insane. So Jian will be S rank. Many people will put him in A tier, but I'm not gonna do that because after I tested the DPS, yeah, he deserves to be in S rank because he has a lot of damage even on the team. Yup, so he is great. He will be on S tier. And as for Inlin, bro, she is great. She is great. But let me say, she is probably A or B. Top of the B or at the end of the A. Because now she doesn't have any meta, guys. Literally, nobody literally uses her right now except for Zhang Liao because we have alternative options. Even Inlin can also be used in Augustus, but that doesn't feel any good for maximizing your Augustus damage. So I will keep her in this tier B at the top because she deserves at least that. And we are saying it on DPS, not on the support. So below from B tier, it will be all useless. Useless, of course. Now, let's talk about Jinxi. Yep, if we take her into the fight, yes, she is better than Jian, of course, because she did a lot of damage than Jian, and also she doesn't have any dedicated team support. Like she literally uses Jaja or Cantorella as her main support, or you can use Tao Chi. Just she needs resonance skill amplification buff from sub DPS to maximize her damage. So she literally uses Frolova's team sub DPS or Carlota's support. Yeah, so V doesn't have any valid support yet, but still she does a lot of damage. She has a lot of DPS compared to Jian, more higher than him probably. Not probably, I have tested. Yes, she has higher DPS than Jian. After Jinxi, it will be Chang Li. Considering damage, she sucks, bro. Yep, she doesn't have that much damage. She is good. Not gonna say anything, or because she is good for quick swap teams. But this tier list is completely for damage and DPS. So Chang Li doesn't do any good without her fusion team. So at least without Brand or Lupa, she's not that great, bro. So that's why she's on A tier. So Zhang Liang, bro, he is good. I mean, he's good even for F2Ps. Even if you don't have inline, yeah, he works fine, but not the maximum Zhang Liang. I mean, we can't get any maximum damage from Zhang Liang if you don't have inline, and he will be little hard to play. But his damage is great. I have watched one of my friend playing Zhang Liao. Yeah, he is great, bro. He's a free character and also he has decent amount of damage, but it's too long to get his damage and he takes ages. So I'm gonna keep him on top of A because he has a lot of damage, but it's not the ideal for DPS. Yeah, that's the thing. And Jaja will be on B tier because we are not talking about supports. This is completely based on damages. So she has little no damage at all. So it's useless to rank her on A tier or above than that. So the next one is Showkeeper. You'll all think that I'm gonna put her here, but no, she'll be, yep, maybe here. This is based on damage, not support or any that kind of things. Because this, I mean, I really don't know how to add another section that saying, oh, maybe, yeah, what if I do this? Yep, let me add another row. That's better actually. I mean, I'm sorry for that. Delete. And as for S tier, let's keep it blue. And as for this, let's keep this blue. This is kind of OG. This is better, I guess. Yeah, and this one will be support. Yep, so let's just give her here absolute support SS. This one will be here, and this is sub DPS. These all are sub DPS. So yeah, they are gonna still be there. Let's just rank Verena in here too. And yeah, we can rank all these shits. I mean, nah, never mind. Next is up Camellia. Bro, she has one of the highest DPS even now. That is, she has so much hits on her attack and she has a lot of damage on that hit on such a short amount of time. It's insane, bro. She is literally has one of the most highest damage if you consider DPS, not the big numbers. Yep, she has that much hits, bro. So Camellia is gonna be SS, and Carlotta is one below than Camellia because yeah, Carlotta is great, but guys, be real. Camellia literally has more damage than Carlotta in 21 seconds. Yeah, Camellia did 1.6 million damage in 21 seconds, and Carlotta did 1 million damage on 25 seconds. Bro, there is no way that Carlotta gonna beat Camellia on DPS test. Yep, Camellia has that much DPS, and also that the one I have the DPS test on my previous video of Camellia. That Camellia doesn't even have signature, doesn't even have valid Havoc team like Contrella and Rocia, whatever. Yep, still she has that much freaking damage. That's basically insane. And you know what? Next is Rosia. This is dog shit, bro. Yeah, she is useless, of course. And next is Phoebe. Phoebe has one of the underwhelming DPS compared to these two. And it's definitely higher than Zhang Liao because she is fast to get those damages. And she has decent amount of DPS compared to she's almost as near as Jian. So that's crazy actually for a Phoebe who is actually a support, I mean sub DPS. She has great damage. Next is Brian, bro. Yep, he is a sub DPS. I know that. But he has such a short amount of rotation that makes him greatest on DPS comparisons. He is literally underrated, guys. Yep, he has that much freaking damage and he can literally nuke faster than these two. That's practically insane, bro. Not only these two, you can check any of these teams, he can outperform any teams because currently the fusion team is insanely top notch. Yep. And next is of Cantarella. Cantarella has less damage, no, higher damage compared to Shangli. If she is in fusion team, she will be on here or here. No, she'll be here. If she is not on fusion team, then definitely Changli will be here. Controller has decent damage compared to Changli as a sub DPS. And also Changli, I mean Cantarella heals a lot and has great burst damage. And she's easier on her rotations. She's freaking cool, bro. Zani. Zani maybe here or here. That's easy, bro. She has freaking so much hit. She's great. She has that much damage compared to all. If you have skill, then Zani goes here, no doubt. But she yet still she can beat Camellia. So let's just put her here. Zani probably here or here, whatever. Next is Chacona. She is She has decent damage all by herself, but nah. She relies on Kartathea so much. If you want to play her DPS, yeah, she is still clunky and she isn't that good. So yeah, she will be here because there is no such crazy amount of damage on Chacona, of course. And her ult is practically useless for DPS. That's shit, right? Next is Kartathea. She has freaking highest DPS possible because she is so good as a solo character. She is top notch on free to play team. She is top notch without Chacona. She is so good even on Chacona's team. She has freaking DPS as near as Camellia. Yep, because when I test Kartathea, I did literally shorten her rotations. That's definitely reduced her DPS because she had so less amount of hits to do on her rotations because boss the level 80 fallacy. Because to test DPS, that's the better option to check on lower holograms because these characters can't clear the bosses that fast compared to all these. That will be difficult. That's the reason I checked DPS on level 80 bosses. I mean, when I checked Kartathea's DPS, the boss was dying so fast, the fallacy, level 80. Yeah, I couldn't even do her ult. That's why I reduced her normal attacks about 50%. I haven't done any burst rotations that she keeps applying on her combo enders. So yeah, Kartathea is great. She can even go here if I'm gonna be fair because I haven't checked her DPS on full scale window. That's why I'm still keeping her here. And Camellia, because I got the results a little bit that Camellia is higher than Kartathea. I'm gonna accept that because one, I haven't done any perfect rotation for Kartathea, and also Camellia, she didn't had her premium everything. So that's that. And Lupa is here, bro. She doesn't have any damage. Yep, she is great on buffing other fusion characters. So yep, she's on there. And Frolova, bro, definitely Frolova is here because I know I kept Frolova higher than Jinxie because she deserves it, bro. She has freaking so much damage, so much hits. She's great on AoE. She's great on Viva, TOA, everything. She has that much damage and she has that much DPS. And also, she's great. And the last one, we haven't got any this release, so I'm practically gonna take her like, we can't even expect. I'm gonna keep, probably here, because that's just, we don't know yet how much she does on her damage, because she's a sub DPS like Brand. She's also a healer, so we don't know, maybe she's here too, or we can keep her here for the time being. And as for Augusta, yep, bro, if you have perfect build, she is great. Even without her signature weapon, that means she still need Burden Summit to get her maximum output, or else, yeah, she has a little less damage compared to what she can do with Burden Summit or her best in slot signature weapon. So she works fine even without her signature weapon. So yeah, it doesn't matter, she is great. We are not seeing any kind of free to play options. Augusta has one of the greatest damage, and also she can pause time, or you can say she moves faster, that literally makes the time stop. So yeah, Augusta is here in this list. And also in the future, I will test DPS on 1180 bosses. That will definitely change this whole viewpoint. And you know what, I will rank this shit here. Let's do this quickly. And Jianshin here, Culture is here, and Encore probably here or here, because Encore has great damage, bro. Probably here, bro. Yeah, Encore has literally great damage if you had Lupa, or if you don't have Lupa, she works fine. She isn't that hard as Calculator. So, and Danjin, yeah, we will take this Danjin probably here or here. If you have S6, she will be here, or else let's just keep her here. No, she's a 4-star. That's the only 4-star I'm gonna take, because all the others are worthless. And also this Arrow Rover kind of feels shit, so I'm gonna rank Arrow over here. She doesn't have, he or she doesn't have any that great damage, and it feels so slow to play. So yeah, probably here or here, whatever. And as for Spectro Rover, yeah, Havoc is better, of course. So this is the final tier list. And also let me do this. Baija will be here, bro. She's a support, yeah, so we will give her valid place. And this is practically dog shit, bro. These are the one I most hate. So yeah, that's it. This is the final look of the tier list. Then we can say this is more accurate DPS test, because I did all the DPS. You can even watch on the previous video. So yeah, I'm not doing this on the basis of imagination. So if you have any suggestions, comment, or if you found this tier list is legit, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. So thank you for watching. Over and out.